But if you're singling somebody out and going after and continuing to go at that rate at them, then of course that's when you come into that area where they can consider that you're trying to harass them.
Wow.
But like I said, if you're just preaching and making a general message and somebody just takes offense to it and you're not singling them out or calling them out or berating them, then that's a different story.
But they're murdering their babies.
Everybody has the right to
murder people? Their choice?
Whether we believe in it or believe it's the right thing to do, right now they have that choice.
So when pedophilia comes up and that's legal, you're going to protect that too?
I'm going to protect whatever the law tells me I have to protect.
What about slavery?
That's my job.
What about slavery? Would you have protected that?
If my job told me as a law enforcement officer I had to do this or do that, I have to do that as a law enforcement officer.
Wait. Nazi, then.
So what?
You would have made a good Nazi.
That's what they did, right? They were just doing their job. So you would do whatever the guy who signs your paycheck tells you to do.
As long as it's not against the law.
Well, you made an oath on the Constitution.
As long as it's not against the law.
You made an oath on the Constitution
to protect and serve the law.
To uphold the Constitution, right?
Yes.
Which is to not take life without due process of the law.
Okay.
So they're doing that here.
And there's also the amendment that says they have the right to do this.
It's the 14th Amendment with the privacy, and it doesn't really bear weight here. Everybody knows that they're people.
Until they go back and change Roe v. Wade and everything else.
You're going to wait for a court decision?
I have to. It's my job.
You don't think God can provide for you?
Do I think He can? I do. But that's my personal opinion. I still have to do the job that I'm sworn to uphold.
Is Christ your Lord?
Yes.
He's the one that we have to obey.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I just want you to think about these things, you know?
I've thought about it, but I've also thought about this profession.
So when they say to round up Christians and throw them in jail, if they do, you would do that?
If they're breaking the law, then yes. If a Christian is breaking the law and I have to lock them up, then I will.
So the law is king.
The law is my profession.
The law of the county or the state or whatever America says, goes above God's law. I just want you to think about these things, Corporal Wynn.
I also want you to think about things too. I understand you feel what you're doing, you're told to do, and that's understandable. I understand that. You know, do I hold the same regards to a lot of the stuff? Yes, but I still can only do what the law tells me I can. And they have that right now to do whatever they choose with their body. If they choose to abort or whatever, whether I agree with it or not, they have that right.
Pedophilia is on the radar now. It is.
Let's hope that they don't make that up.
But when they do, you will protect that right to have sex with kids. That's not very Christian.
It may not be very Christian, but it's what these people are allowing. And whether I totally believe in that or not, I mean,
Don't you think that that's anti-Christian, kind of satanic?
What?
To kill children and rape children?
I don't believe in that, but
But you will uphold it if that's the law.